Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Turn your radio up, homie. Listen to this. Hey, listen to this. Listen to this. You turn your radio up, cuz. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Turn your radio up, cuz. Listen to this. Listen to this. Here we go. Hey, they need crank. They need a dog crank. Listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. Come on. Hey, they need crank. They need a dog crank. Here we go. DMV. Go girl worldwide. Hey, turn your radio up. It's the blend. It's the blend.
The money need to rate in Vegas, said it again.
Turn your radio up. It's the blend. It's the blend.
The money need to rate in Vegas, said it again.
Turn your radio up. It's the blend. It's the blend. It's the blend. Chicka, damn, McLovin. Oh, yeah. Come on. DC's on. DJ D Money. Monday and Wednesday, 6 to 10. Chicka,
DMV, Princess.
Leather on the alphabet.
Turn your radio up. It's the blend. It's the blend.
The money need to rate in Vegas, said it again.
Turn your radio up. It's the blend. It's the blend.
The money need to rate in Vegas, said it again.
Turn your radio up. It's the blend. It's the blend.
The money need to rate in Vegas, said it again.
Turn your radio up. It's the blend. It's the blend.
The money need to rate in Vegas, said it again.
Turn your radio.
And we're blessed. Hercules.
Boy, you got saved by the bell right there.
Yeah, because I know you over there watching like 5, 4, 3. Yeah,
You almost mumble jumble something right there. Hey, it is the Blend Show right here, Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope streets.
Periscope. Wow.
Yeah. We got new listeners, new viewers out there.
AKA Twitter.
Yeah, all that good stuff. Hey, it is the Blend, another Wednesday night. Time to get it right on a Wednesday night. You heard me. 8 o'clock sharp. That's how we do it. I am your man, DJ D Money. That is the DMV Princess Nika Ray.
Oh, yes.
And that's the 5th letter of the alphabet, my homeboy Bootsy Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Together with the Blend Show, we come your way each and every Wednesday. What's up, family? How y'all been?
I've been good, and it's a lot of movement going on in these streets, man.
Man, oh man, the streets is talking.
The
And somehow the Blend Show being a mix of all of it. Even when we don't want to be involved, even when we're not even looking in no direction,
Really?
it just happens to fall in our lap. You know, it just fall back on us like dominoes, like in a line. It just woo.
Yeah.
Right in our lap, bro.
We the spinners.
Literally.
We the spinner.
or when it comes to these go-go internet podcasting streets, we are the straw that stirs the drinks. Thank you. Men live. Thank you. Men live. Women live. YouTube stream live. But the Blend Show numbers do not. Pew, 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 pew. There you go. Pew, pew, pew.
He think he know my sound effects.
Them numbers, first of all, shout out to all the new listeners that we attracted in gang last week. Our numbers were astronomical, as always. You know what I mean? You guys do all that stuff, and then we just proved that we are the Blend Show. Everybody, for some specific reason, wants to come on at 8 o'clock.
Pacific or Atlantic?
Yeah.
Or Eastern Standard Time. I'm confused. Which one was it?
Whatever
Central
time,
Standard Time.
Whatever time it is. For some reason, people can only think in their head Wednesdays 8 to 10. I don't know. Out of all the days, I don't know. I don't get it. But we're still here and we're still doing our numbers. And I'm done beating my chest. At least to 820, 25.
Wow, that's what it is. Well, based on the visuals of social media, Nika Ray had a hellified week. What's going on?
Well, first and foremost, we have to shout out to Doc and his wife Kip.
Yes, we do.
Hospitality. Sorry, D Money. I understand that you may not have been in attendance. It was no, shade or anything like that. But
I'm used to it.
I think it was some shade. I think it was some shade, D Money, but I ain't in it.
I'm used to it.
Shout out to the jerk chicken. Everybody knows I do not eat anything spicy, but my lips, my mouth, and everything was numb.
Oh my gosh! Somebody folded like a somebody folded like a lawn chair. D Money. Somebody was folded like a lawn chair. Oh my God.
My whole voice and pitch changed. Like I couldn't talk for a little bit. Like it was a little rough, but I picked up the wrong piece of chicken.
I was ashamed to be a brother, D Money. I swear to God, I wanted to put her up.
Couldn't handle the spices.
I don't do spicy. Everybody knows that.
Well, I mean, Americans cook jerk chicken way different. I don't eat jerk chicken in the States, but when I go to Jamaica, I can eat jerk chicken. It's a different type of hotness, spiciness.
Apparently, this was a Jamaican jerk sauce that was used, and it was mixed from other sauces that were put in there, and it was marinated for a week.
Okay, sounds good.
And it sure tastes like
it was good. It was good. I'm not going to deny that. It was just like after a little bit, I just couldn't taste it. So because everything was numb. But no, all in all, I had a good time. We got a chance to catch up, watch the game on the big screen on the deck.
What game?
It was actually 2 games that came on. I want to say
the Lakers. The Lakers.
The New Orleans.
Yeah. I know you want to talk about the 0-4 Wizards.
God, hey, the Wizards are like an AAU team. The Wizards look like a G League team trying to get a check.
It's a couple players that's playing that's from the G team, though, from the Go-Go team.
The whole team like a G team that's trying to trying to qualify for the NBA. It is really, it is really hideous, bro.
Bradley Beal is looking like really.
Hey,
bro. Did you see the clip that was put up with John Wall?
Yes, that's my whole point. John Wall out there balling.
John Wall should have charges pressed against him. He the biggest thief. He the biggest thief in DC. No, he the second biggest thief in DC sport history.
No, he is the first now. This is first-degree robbery. He might as well take a gun, put a mask on, go to the Capital One Arena, and tell Ted Leon, says, man, just throw everything in this bag, and I'm going to get back with you when I get back. Because 2 years you ain't played, bro.
Yo,
2 years,
he milking
bro.
that joint, son.
You signed a max contract and don't play for 2 years.
He's worse than Hainsworth right now.
Oh, he's past Hainsworth.
Oh, well then he's numero uno then.
He's numero. And remember, he had hurt himself. He had healed, and then he supposedly slipped in his kitchen floor and ruptured his. Remember, he's at the
party.
Hey dog. He act like people don't got phones at or people.
He was at the party.
At Park, bruh. You at Park with Fat Trail.
With Fat Trail.
Of all the people you can hang with, of all the people you want in your social circle, when you get a max contract, Fat Trail, bro.
Hey, he was hot right there. He was hot back then.
Glizzy? No, I'm sorry.
Mike Jones, who?
You know what I mean? Anyway, John Wall is absolutely the biggest thief. But I'm sorry, Nika Ray, you were talking about your weekend.
No, I mean that's pretty much it. I mean, I've done a lot of catching up and reconnecting with people, since COVID has happened. Just make sure you're checking on people. My cousin that passed away, her birthday is actually today.
Happy birthday.
Happy heavenly birthday. Yeah. I had a lot of friends' birthdays over the weekend. My other cousin, which was her sister, her birthday was on the 2nd. So, just been reaching out to family, talking to friends, catching up, just, touching base. You know what I mean? We got the time. We need to make sure we use it wisely.
Facts.
Okay. All right. Bootsy, what's up with your week?
Okay, first things first, let me give a supreme shout out to my brother from another, but probably the same mother, literally and figuratively, Mike Madison, aka NET. Birthday is today. Happy birthday, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike from Ticket.
I donated him $1 today for his birthday. He posted that he wanted $1 for his birthday. I mean, I gave him $1.
$1 for the scheme.
Hey,
$1.
I sure hope you don't spend it all in one place.
He maxed out on friends. If he got 5,000 friends, he paid for his birthday. $1.
No bull. You know what?
Well, I'm a good friend.
I should have did that. I should have said, "Give me $1 on my birthday."
Yeah,
you know
that's how I look at it.
I should have did it. But you know whose birthday it is? Who we missed?
Jill.
No, the Blend Show. The Blend Show's birthday. Jesus. Happy birthday to the Blend Show. You know.
How old are we?
Hold on. How old are we?
You don't even know.
2012. So that means we are 8 years
2011.
old. 2011. That means we're 9 years old.
Yes, we are 9 years old.
Wow.
I've been rocking with y'all for 9 years.
9 years, bro.
Wow.
Jesus, man. And my back still hurt from carrying y'all all these years. But hey, you know I'm good. Pew, 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 pew. Anyway,
no bombs or effects on that.
You know, since he got jokes, you know, sometimes you
my goodness.
Instead of muting him, sometimes you just
I just powered him out of there. Wow.
Oh you should not have the control button. But also
that was a power move right there.
Today was a great day for me. Besides, and let me give a supreme shout out to the DC Department of Recreation. They have extended my program for 2 more weeks. So I want to give a supreme shout out. My SYEP, my amazing broadcast journalism students get to enjoy me for another 2 weeks. But today I co-produced a musical segment for Channel 9. Shout out to Ariane Delon. And we did a story on Black Alley, and we did a story on Raheem Devon. We actually produced it, and we finished the tape of the day. So I actually co-produced something today, which is something that I always wanted to do, because y'all know I've been fishing around Channel 9 for a long time, and you know I'm wiggling my way in. So it's been a great day. DJ T Money. Besides you spinning the tunes on Friday, which I caught for the first time, you know what I mean? What was your weekend like? Oh yeah, I actually enjoyed it. You know what I mean? You're pretty impressive. Appreciate
that.
You're becoming quite impressive of a DJ. It took you about 8 years to get here. Rome was not built in a day. Pew 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 pew. But it turned out pretty good. And you're
what you were saying, D-Money? I'm sorry.
Wow.
How was your weekend? I'm sorry. I want to make sure we heard you. That's all.
Wow. No, I had a pretty good weekend. Had a great date night. Went to a place called Snappers. It's a Jamaican seafood restaurant. You can put them two together. But yeah, it was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Great times, masked up, drinks, dancing, socializing, bonding, all that good stuff right there, you know.
You said it was a date? You said it was a date?
Yeah, pretty much been laying low, just watching these Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter streets, all that good stuff. Checking out my lake show. I'm watching them like right now. And yeah, that's how it is, man. That's all.
Shout out to the National.
I did catch one of the Nats games. I think
4 games in a row. 4 games in a row.
I think they're gonna shut baseball down though. I know you're holding on, but these dudes ain't really, you know, they ain't being disciplined. I guess we give props to Maryland. Their numbers are down for the first time. I did see that headline. So shout out, keep wearing your mask. I guess if they keep stopping these parties in Maryland, shut these pool parties down, the numbers will come down. I don't know.
We shall see.
I think we shall see.
Yeah.
But I know we were talking about birthdays, but shout out to Jill Greenlee. Her birthday is today as well.
Yes.
Oh, happy birthday, Jill. Oh my God.
Yes.
I did not know.
Yes, it is Jill's birthday too. We gotta make sure we show her some love. She's definitely
that is
my family of the blend, you know.
Absolutely. Shout out to Jill.
But we do have a great show.
Yep.
Long awaited for, you know. There's no interview like the Blend Show, so I'm sure it's going to be
Get Right show. It's the Get Right
and informative as always. I'm looking forward to it. Have you guys spoken to him since he's been home?
Negative.
This will be my first time. Through text, yes, but you know, verbally, you know, virtually, no. So
Gotcha.
I am actually looking forward to this as well.
Yeah, I think I caught like 5 minutes of his live once he came home, but I'm looking forward to pick his brain, and we're going to see, his past experiences, how it's changing his future, and what's next, and how he's feeling right now, coming home to COVID-19. And that's tough.
Right.
It's like when you come home, you're used to being embraced by your family and being able to hang out and celebrate. And it's like, everything closes at 10 o'clock. Like I'm on curfew. I don't know if I've ever been on curfew in my life, but I'm on curfew.
Sounds about right, or whatever.
The COVID operational hours have thrown me off. Like I went to a restaurant, it was 9:30. They was talking about the kitchen is closed. I said on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Kills me. The weekend hours kill me. I can't get with it. It's hard trying to find a late night move. Because usually, you can go to a certain spot, you're like, oh, they don't close till 2. Let me go ahead and slide through, give me a carry out something, or drink something. Nothing.
Well, that is so interesting. But I definitely have I know we're going to venture on, but I would love to know you guys' perspective on this one issue that is slowly developing in the whole go-go scene. What do you guys think about Virginia becoming the new capital of go-go live venues? Because that is very interesting. Like that's such an interesting dynamic. It literally, there is a commute that has to take place. It's like Central Virginia, Fredericksburg, Culpeper, that whole area. I would love to know what you guys' perspectives on the fact that Virginia is becoming the new hub and the new leader in go-go concerts.
They respecting that V in the DMV now, huh? Because remember one time they wasn't respecting that V. That V get big respect right now.
Yeah, because that V turned into $. So that is quite interesting. But I would love to know. Okay, is this surprising to you? Is this surprising to y'all?
No.
Let me say that before y'all say. Because it seems like Virginia is really open arms right now. It really feels like they're opening their arms to us.
Well, I guess they figure, with the lounges and places that they're playing, we don't get this money at our bar or whatever when it's fully effect. So now that it's shut down, let's just get what we can get while we can get it. Now, my thing is it really that serious? Is it really that serious to jeopardize as much as being jeopardized at these inside venues? Now, the week that the Groovers were down in Culpeper, I just happened to be down that way. The wind blew me down that way for a reason.
Oh, wow.
It was a lot of space. Wasn't a lot of social distancing going on, but the outside events, I give a pass to. But these inside events, I don't care if it holds 300 and you only allowing 100 people in there. It's no air circulating. It's the same air being breathed. Come on, it's like a stuffy room. It ain't that much social distancing going on. It can't be. The inside venues, I don't get it. The outside, I give you a pass.
Mika Ray?
I feel like we've always, or I'm not gonna say always, but we've definitely ventured into becoming a instant gratification type of society. So I feel like even though we know that there are a lot of go-go members who rely on playing for money, you know what I'm saying? That's their sole income.
True that.
You know what I mean? Like some people have to gig at this point. You know what I mean? Like some people didn't qualify for unemployment because they can't, you know what I mean, get it. Or you saw how many people were trying to apply. So some people either got overlooked, didn't get the application process. It's just been a lot. So I feel like I look at that aspect, but then also what you said, the money, like you're really risking it all for, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
but I feel like sometimes it might be by any means necessary. Like if these clubs don't have these parties, will they survive? If these bands don't play at these clubs, will they have money to feed their families? So
that's so true. But why? Because in my mind, how did Virginia become this open? Because normally Virginia is very strict on rules, and they really, we always call it like the Commonwealth state or whatever. it is fascinating on how open, relaxed, and non-enforceable of the laws are and social distancing in these clubs Virginia has been. I mean, even in places like Alexandria and Arlington, that is like, I'm just fascinated by it.
I feel like in the past it's always
in Alexandria and Arlington the whole time. So I mean, what's the shocker?
But I mean, I think that we've always looked at. I think we've always looked at like nobody really wanted to. Not gonna say nobody, but there are a lot of people that were like, VA police don't play. Like, I'm not going across the bridge. I'll wait till they, come to Maryland, come to DC. I'm not going to VA. But at this point, some people need that out. They're trying to get out the house, and they just want to be in the mix of things because they're missing it. And I get it because we all miss it. But again, I'm not risking my health to go out there. I would love to support you from afar. If you're doing a live stream, I will turn my computer on or my TV on so you can get the numbers. If you need that, that viewage, I'll throw it on for you. Not a problem. You need me to repost the party? I got you. But at this point, I'm just not ready to risk my life to go to a party. I don't really feel comfortable in a lot of closed-in restaurants or places. You know what I mean? I prefer to go somewhere that it has outside seating if I go anywhere. You know what I mean? Or like even I went to Hook and Reel, but it was all the way out Gaithersburg. Don't judge me. But I went all the way out there. But they kept the door open so that there's still some type of circulation coming in. And granted, it wasn't like it was packed to capacity or even the 50 capacity rule, but at least I know that there's extra circulation coming through here. But then you got to look at it as if Maryland and DC really aren't doing the parties, I can profit off of it.
Yeah.
So this is where the instant gratification comes from, because it's like, we've always been in that crabs in the barrel society as well, especially locally. So it's like, nah, let me do it first. Let me get it done. If I do it, somebody else is going to try to do it eventually. But if I keep the momentum, they're going to keep coming here. So if I throw the first party, as long as everything is right, I'm not going to say there's not a cut line, but maybe there's not a cut line. Maybe it's a cheaper price. Maybe the drinks are bomb. Maybe the food is bomb. Whatever the case may be, you got to make that experience the best experience for them people to either come back, for them people to post, share videos, whatever the case may be, because you have to be number one. You got to keep that momentum going if you want to keep getting that money and keep getting people patronizing that area.
Yeah, well, it's one particular lounge that must got that master blueprint plan because they rotating them in and out that door. But I heard that the greedy take bug hit last week when the prices jumped because a certain band was in that building and the prices doubled at the door. But
triple. But because my whole point is this. We're all in a phase 1, phase 2 type of situation. My thing is, why Virginia and why not Maryland and DC? Why are they so relaxed in phase 1 and phase 2 and other areas? And that it's fascinating that the Commonwealth state of Virginia has been open to our African American DC culture. It's fascinating.
Well, I think with Maryland, me following the news, I think that based on the county's numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember, it was a situation where certain counties like Anne Arundel was rolling to another phase, but PG numbers was too high. So your governor was like, PG, I ain't ready. I ain't letting you loose yet. So, PG numbers is, and the thing about it is PG County is so large, it covers so much. You know what I'm saying? So I guess when PG numbers go down for whatever locations are in PG County, I guess that's another issue. Are there any still in PG County?
I think that you have to also look at the size or the capacity of each state, or not even the capacity, but the population of each state. Like DC and Maryland are way smaller than Virginia. So when you're looking at how many cases Virginia has as a state, you have to realize how much bigger it is than Maryland and DC. And then you, as D-Money was talking about, you look at the different counties, because obviously the counties are closer when you get towards that DMV border. Right. And if you look at the cases along there, like who has the highest ones? Now, that's even looking at Ocean City. Looking at Ocean City, for example, everybody, once they open the beaches, everybody from this area drove to Ocean City to go there just to get out, just to sit on the beach, just to, just to do something, to have some type of summer, because it is not a hot girl summer, okay? It is a mild girl summer.
Well, And also a lot of states, and shout out to DC. I think DC got taken off of the hit list. If you went to certain states, you had to quarantine for 14 days? So if you rode into Delaware, you can go to Ocean City, but you can't go to Rehoboth, or you're gonna get locked down. Rhode Island was just added to the states, with New York, Jersey, but DC was lifted. So that has a lot to do with it when it comes to those beaches. I think South Carolina is on that list, so that wipes out Myrtle Beach. Because I myself thought about riding down to Charleston, but can't do it.
And shout out to Kim Phillips. Hey girl, hey. She also put, have we heard of anyone from catching COVID-19 from being at these events?
Who's going to admit that?
I don't think they want to admit it, but I feel like, I think it was a conversation that we had yesterday on our conference call where G mentioned the whole HIV situation when that became very popular in the area.
Yeah.
And it's like when you contract a certain disease, you have to contact people that you were in contact with. So at this point, I would hope that if anyone did partake in any of these festivities, that they will reach out to whoever they were in contact with. Like, hey, let me reach out to this promoter and say, hey, within the past however many days, I did attend your event. I just tested positive. I do want to let you know. And granted, businesses, they might be like, it's one in however many. Maybe I'm not going to say anything. Maybe I'm not going to close down.
In that scenario, that shuts down a whole band for 2 weeks or more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that if someone is that honest, which we hope they would be, for the love for your brother or your sister, that affects a lot of people, which takes us right back to point one. Really though?
Right. Yeah. Hey man, we would really love you guys' perspective. It is now 8:30, 8:29. We about to get some crank in. We got the big homie DJ D Money. And we got our guests ready. So I hope you guys are ready. Please share the feed. Please text somebody, alert somebody. It is about to go down like 4 flats in the spare. The interview that you guys have been waiting to hear is on deck.
All right. That's what it is, man. It's time to get right. It's the get right show. It's the get right. We're going to get it right. Hey, Bootsy Vegas, I got a surprise for you. Let's get to the mix. Listen, Bootsy.
Man, recipe nasty.
Hello. You already know what time it is. This song is for no shoe.
What's up?
Forever pumping the sounds of your picture real good. Your whole band professional. Taxi ID, LLC with plenty hoes. Always boasting about packed shows and bank rolls. But when it come to crank, y'all hookers ain't got no. Who's sick and tired of the same old and spend your hard earned on some lame and real slow? Just know we feeling your pain. We bringing back the party element to the game. And we don't care about what you wear, just long as it's
right, babe.
She say, yeah, how you want a mama, it's your thing. Go ahead and twerk it like a brother like it. The drinks got her gone, so she excited. No matter, just don't bite it. For real, start booing these hoes, cause you do not get your money worth at they show. Tony Blunt's thinking they Ziggy, Rocky, Julio, or Ronnie T. Champ, I come up on for them, ho, you came up under me. Cause they ain't cracking like, and they ain't cracking like, and they ain't cracking like, cause they ain't cracking like, and they ain't cracking like, they don't crank. Do it like we do it. You don't do it like I do it. They never do it like we do it. You don't do it like we do it. They never do it like we do it. You don't do it like I do it. Shooby-dooby killer. You already know what time. Who's sick and tired of the same old and spend your hard earned on some lame and real slow? Who's sick and tired of the same old and spend your hard earned on some lame and real slow? Who's sick and tired of the same old and stay on crank. You can't fade me, it's ghost like Swayze. It on crank. Who's sick and tired of the same old and stay on crank. It feels like another one. Perp, haze, the rebirth has begun. You can't fade me, it's ghost like Swayze. Check the stop, but this is getting slim like Shady. Boozy Vegas, my spot, it's a lullaby. It's over, suckers, I'm singing you a lullaby. A jack move, take over, uprise. I'm serving crank like chicken, baked and deep fried. quick.
Hey, do down for my man, Do Nasty. Rest in peace, champ.
I hear my horns coming, y'all.
Let's go.
Let it crank out, you hear me now?
It is the blend. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Share this feed. We got a hell of a fire interview coming up tonight.
I love it right there.
One of them get rights, you know what I'm talking about?
Let it be cold,
Yes.
Fade away, turn it up,
You tell me. Let's go.
Rock and roll, can you please stay right there? Hey, quick, can you stay right there? Don't hurt that down, ladies and
Uh-oh.
with my man Vince, my man Troy, Ron Hill. Come on now.
It is the blend. Hump Day Wednesday. Broadcasting live from the DMV, stands for DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Celebrating our birthday tonight too, y'all.
Man Fields, man Cal. Come on, get y'all listen. Yeah. Tony party. Hey. Yo, party. Well. Can you feel me? I got the party over here, Jack. Yeah. Tony party. Hey. Yo, party. Well. Party. Yeah. Can you feel me? I got the party over here, Jack.
Let's go.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. 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 Oh my goodness.
Share this one tonight.
God. Oh my goodness. Oh my 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 God.
What's up, Lisa? Good to see you.
96, back up ball. 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 96, we up in it. We up in it. We up in it. Hey, in it to win it. Wallow will come and we up in it. Hey, in it to win. My man Brad from a Jack. We up in it. Hey, in it to win. Yo, with Jackalope from the Jack. We up in it. Hey, in it to win. We up.
Blend, give me your time to get on in.
Let's go down there, Big Shell. Man, Jay, roll with it. Also the 17th Street.
On my south side, what's up?
On the 6th floor, honey, Sweet Jamaica.
Y'all stay masked up. Stay masked up out there. The last time you heard this one. Let 'em know. Spinning hits. Unlike these other DJs. Money.
Gonna see some soon. And that's my follow moon. All the booties stay cool up in here this evening now.
Renee, that's right, Renee, stay masked up.
Your time. Come on, Steve, play. I'ma take it back, come follow me on the journey, down see up the real MC. The mind trick the body, think the mind is crazy. Whatever's waiting when I'm on the floor, I'm crazy. I break, you take whatever type of stuff that Logan Steve make. The incredible, lyrical, and original. You can cut the bull if you wanna take a bull. Whatever I see, I attack. Get off my back, black, don't do that. The devil irks, never harm irks for the L. Looking through the eyes of a brother who's failed. I hit my head on the concrete up in the street. Whoa, another good brother in the street. Bullseye, direct hit the back. But how many MCs fuck get this?
It is the Blend. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. What's up? You know who it is. Coach, I'm ready. I got you. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Uh-oh. Wait till his part done. Wait till his part done.
You taking me back, bro. You taking me back. You taking me back. I had to go do a more joke, tell you. Yes, man. R.I.P. D Nasty. All right. Well, look here. Now, you know, we have these interviews. We've been doing these types of interviews for 8 years, but I have an unknown confession story to tell about this gentleman we are about to bring on. I actually have known him since high school. When Icy Ice first started, Icy Ice started with 3 bands. He started with Northeast Groovers, Publicity, and Young Production. And we started all at the Racket and Fitness Club. And the first person that I ever actually really became cool with and had formed a relationship, a lead talker relationship with, besides Big G, because they were like from my neighborhood anyway, it was this gentleman here, Buck. I've actually known him for a long time. I've been a fan of his, and we've always had a great close relationship. And today, when I was even thinking about it, I realized how far back we go to 909 Club, Racket and Fitness Club, and we were just dreaming. And he's one of the few people that I've seen through all these years. I never got into the situation. I'm just happy he's back. But ladies and gentlemen, my lead talking homie, a man that is responsible for a lot of people that you love and respect in go-go, but he's also an entrepreneur. He's also a promoter, along with being the lead talker. Welcome to the Blend Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Buck from Publicity, baby. My man. Let me say this, man. For real, like because when you've been around all these people, for so long, you're just happy to see people. I don't know if I want to cry, if I want to celebrate. I just know, looking at you right now, it makes me really happy, bro. Welcome to the Blend Show, sir.
I appreciate that, Boosie Vegas, my man. E, we go way back, baby, way.
Way to the Racket and Fitness Club, bro. Like we go back to the early '90s.
Early '90s, been rocking and rolling since.
Absolutely, man. Well, I guess first things first. Honestly, welcome back, bro. Welcome back.
I appreciate that.
So what has the first few weeks been like for you? Like, what is this transition? People, we hear about all these situations, but mentally and just coming home and all that, what has all this transition been like for you?
It's tough. It's not nothing like it used to be. You know what I mean? It's a new normal out here with this corona pandemic and everything going on. Mm-hmm. It's just tough, man. Everything is new to me. Mm-hmm. And it's hard. It's taking time for me to adjust. You know what I'm saying? I've been gone about 12 years now. So,
wow.
It's taken me a while to adjust. Things look different. People look different. The world look different. So, in time, I'll be all right, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, absolutely. Because if you can go through that 12 years, this transition is a lot easier than what you just went through. What has been the toughest thing you said? Because you said it's been tough. What has been the absolute toughest thing that you had to adjust to?
Coming home to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Feds took everything from me, to be real with you. So,
wow.
I'm coming home to absolutely nothing. So I'm starting from rock bottom again. You know what I mean?
So when you say nothing, no money, no resources, no job, no car, no nothing.
No, nothing. When I say nothing, that's exactly what it meant. Nothing. Zero. Feds took everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, us, the Blend Show, we kind of already made a conscious decision not to get into anything of whatever that was or whatever. But I am fascinated to know, and I really don't want to seem like this is a harsh question. I think people want to know this insight. What did you learn in these 12 years that you were gone away? What is the biggest thing you've learned?
The biggest thing I learned is the people that I thought was my friends really wasn't. This situation woke me up. When I went in, I found out that the people that was around me when I was home was only around me because the things I can do for them. When I went in, they showed me the real them and left me hanging and left me for dead. So that's what I learned. That's the biggest thing I learned. That my friends wasn't my friends.
So now that you're home and just looking back and like reflecting on the situation, can you honestly say that you were totally surprised by that, or you kind of may have saw that maybe it was intended on what you could do for them?
Well, yeah, I was surprised at some. Some was expected, but it was some big surprises by some. And because when I was out, I was there for them, no matter what. I'm there. You know what I'm saying? If I mess with you, I mess with you. And I thought I was gonna get the same love back. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't. So it's good though. I ain't mad.
Because you have weathered the storm, whatever. I'm fascinated to know. I know a lot of people probably are fascinated. Did any of your go-go family or band members reach out and support you doing this?
We had a few. Rapper, What Band? He reached out. Scooby. Just a few. As far as Publicity band, nah. Billy, you might not know Billy E. Light skin. He used to sing in Crucial with me.
Yeah,
Billy reached out. Scuba Steve reached out. And just a few people. Very few Publicity. That's why it is what it is.
So nobody that you played in the past would reached out, wrote a letter, text, anything.
Nah, absolutely not.
Wow. Had any of them reached out to you now that you're home?
Yeah, I must say that. Special love to Congo Ray, my Congo Ray, Scuba Steve, TJ the Smooth Dude, Scooter. they definitely showed a whole lot of love when I returned. But see, it wasn't even about no money or nothing like that. It's just about writing me just to see how I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? You all right? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about no money because I was all right. As far as because I know how to, I'm a hustler, so I know how to move and I know how to take care of myself. But they didn't even check to see if I was dead or alive. I mean, that was the problem I had. But yeah, Earl, EV, all them, they all calling me now. I mean, yeah, they definitely looking out now.
Do you think it was a situation where they probably thought that maybe you were never going to get out?
Yeah, because I'm not supposed to be home now. I'm only home because of the coronavirus. I wasn't supposed to come home to 2029. But since I'm diabetic and the corona was hitting the prisons, they went on and let me do my time at home. But my release until 2029. So I'm still doing time. They just let me do it at home.
So you're actually on house arrest right now.
See the joke?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm doing time. Okay. Yeah, I'm still doing time. So my release year is until 2029.
So you will have to be confined to a house until 2029.
Absolutely. And if I want to leave out, then I ask them. And if they feel like it's essential, they'll let me go ahead on out. You know what I mean?
What is the difference between doing time there and then doing time in your house minute? Because still sounds like it's barred.
No, but because of the social distance. In prison, it's so overcrowded. Jokers getting that corona left and right, and you can't really stay away from them. But at home, I'm at home. I'm by myself. I'm chilling. I can control it a little better. So they went on and let me go and let me do it at home instead of in the prison. People dying left and right in that prison from that corona.
Did you know anyone personally that contracted coronavirus?
Absolutely. When you're in prison, that's all you got is the fellas in there, and you tend to build bonds with them. And I know several people that caught the corona in there and passed away. You know what I mean? I was at a medical center because I was diabetic. So, they already got pre-existing diseases in there because they sick already at the medical center. And they was getting the corona and taking them right on out of there. So I was blessed enough to, them to let me go so I can come on home, and I didn't catch it. So,
Wow.
How was the testing done while you were in prison? Was it something that was done often, or did they wait for people to show symptoms? How was that process?
Once they found out about the corona, they put the whole prison on lockdown. And then they came around to each unit and they did the thing in your nose. I guess that's how you do it.
The test.
The test to check the corona, see if everybody had it. If you tested positive for it, they put you in isolation. And that's pretty much the special housing unit. It's the SHU. They just put you down there and keep you down there. And, they got medical doctors and stuff to come around and check on you. But yeah, they tested me twice. And before they let me go, they isolated me for 14 days to make sure I didn't catch nothing from none of the other people that had it before they sent me to the street.
Do you know the results time frame? Like when you took the test, I know you said you took it twice. How long did you have to wait to receive those results?
We waited 7 days for the first result. The second test came in like a couple of days, but it was 7 days for the first one.
Wow.
Well, D-Money, I saw you had to.
Yeah, I was curious. First of all, welcome home. And I was curious, is this something that you and your team fought for, or was this something that the system just like processed on its own?
Well, this is what I got is called the CARE Act. President Trump and Attorney General Barr, they came up with this saying that anybody with pre-existing diseases that has low custody points, that's not a threat to society, let them go. Straight like that. So the warden had to let me go because that's what the Attorney General said. If I got low points, I ain't bothering nobody. I ain't did nothing in prison. My record clean. Let him go and let him finish his time at home. So yeah, the prison let me go. The warden let me go.
Okay.
And it's more of a furlough. because if I do anything wrong, I'm going right back immediately.
Okay. Wow. Wondering, 12 years, long time, man. That's a long time. What was you doing mentally to like take your time up?
To be honest with you, I had a little store, you know what I'm saying? I played a little cards here and there, watched a little TV. I really, I really didn't hang around a lot of jokers. I was a solo type dude. And also I go down to the band room when it's empty, and I go down there, grab the mic and keep my vocal cords warmed up. You know what I mean?
Okay. That's what I was wanted to see was did you have that pen game going on while you was in?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So you came back ready for action. So
I'm ready for action. I'm like South. Huh?
I say almost like Tupac. You know, when you come home, you ready to get going.
I'm like South Meat. I'm ready.
Let me ask you a question. Obviously, 12 years is a very long time. What were some of the good go-go memories that held you on that you were mentally reflecting on? Like what were some of the great memories that you held on to that helped you get through?
To be honest with you, E, all of them. Really? I love go-go. I love go-go, man. From you, OP Tribe.
Man, you about to make me cry.
I'm serious. I'm real serious. From What Band, my man rapper Bugs. Mm-hmm. I mean, Epitome. I mean, I was just thinking about everything because when you're in prison, you got a lot of time to think. And everything went across my mind. Everything. Tony Sean Fartroy at the bingo hall when he passed away. I mean,
rest in peace, man. Rest in peace.
Went through my head, man. And it was crazy because when I was in there, I was hearing people passing away and stuff, and that was bothering me that I couldn't really, like my man Security Joe. That was my guy.
Man, that was my guy. Oh my God, that was my guy too.
That broke my heart when the word got back to me. So, I couldn't go to the funeral or nothing. And that bothered me. But other than that, I reflect on all go-go. Scooby, Listen, all that. I mean, oh yeah, Scooby, that man. That's my guy. Vibe Band, Dirt. And I look at some of these guys like Dirt that came from Publicity. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Because that was absolutely my next question. I wanted to know, were you conscious of all the people that started under you and came from you? Were you aware of their success while you were in?
Absolutely. I kept my ear to the street because I love go-go. So I kept my ear to the street. My man Billy again, he used to put me on point of everything was going on, what band played with who and who played with what band and all this old stuff. He kept me on point. So I felt like I was kind of still involved being inside. You know what I mean?
Wow. Just for people who don't know, because there are a lot of successful big name go-go people, personalities that started directly under you. Could you share some of the names? Because I don't know if everybody.
King of that farm system. He's one of the kings of that farm system.
Absolutely. And real talk, I consider myself a king, but he is the king when it comes to that. Could you just enlighten people how many people came from up under you that went on to do amazing things?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the best I can. We're gonna start with some of the drummers. Storm Dog,
Absolutely.
Buggy, Quick, Lord James, and then you have Wincy.
Yep.
Bruce Bailey. He was with Publicity. I said Wincy. What's his name? Earl E.V. You know what I mean? Lord James, Dirt, Vibe Band. You got Lord Coy, the keyboard player. He played with Let It Flow, I believe.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, we had Camise rock with us a little bit. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We had some flavor, man. Wink at Cranberries Day. Wink was with Publicity.
He sure was.
Yes, sir. That's my brother. What's up, Wink? That's family there. Wink. Oh my goodness. We had some stars, boy. We had some stars. Everybody left Publicity, went on to do bigger things, man, and I'm proud of them, man. They looking good.
When you definitely have a all-star Hall of Fame A-list. Wasn't Tata part of this movement too?
Who?
Tata.
Did Tata? Tata.
Talisa, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the question was, I don't know who she's performing with, but I was thinking when he
came
asked
through the camp.
Huh?
She came through the farm system with you. Through your farm.
Oh yeah,
system, right? Okay.
Because
I became hip to your organization with the cranberry situation. I used to live on that side, and I would be running or riding my bike, and I kept hearing the groove, and I kept saying, man, they playing go-go in that joint. So one day I came up there, laid in the back like I'm always doing, and I became a regular immediately. So those are my great moments. But let me ask you, listening to the list of people that you have mentioned that have come through your camp, what was it that you recruited? What did you see? Like, it's everybody don't have that it factor. Like you see something, you have something that you can just see. Like
I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. When they came to when they got with me, they got on their instrument and they did what they did. I like what I heard, and then we made it do what it do. You know what I mean? So
okay.
You know, I don't think it's no it factor, none of that. It's just that, hey, them some talented boys right there. Them guys really talented, and they still are. And they turned out to be some of the best in the business. And I'm happy for them, and I still love them. I forgot to say, Blue Eye Daryl too. He used to play with Publicity.
You used to play congos. Blue Eye get me satisfied.
Yeah, Blue Eye get me satisfied. That's right.
Blue Eye get me satisfied.
Fitness club, but yeah,
absolutely. I would love to know this. What is your ultimate publicity band? Like if you could pick everybody that came, who would that be? Because you had so many of them. Who would be your ultimate all-star publicity lineup?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good luck with this one. It's gonna be
well,
some hurt feelings.
Dang. All right. I can say this. I can go with any drummer. James, Quick, Stomp, Buggy. That don't matter.
Pick one, please. Pick one,
please.
Pick one, Buck. Pick one, Buck. You gotta pick one.
That's one of the best questions I've ever been asked.
Welcome to the Blend Show.
Welcome to the Blend Show, bro. We ain't like the other one.
The blend with my friends doing me like this. All right, let's see.
Pick one, bro.
I'm gonna go with the front line first. We're gonna go with Earl, Dirt, Scuba Steve, me, and Camise. That will be my front line.
Ooh, okay.
Oh wow, he left Tata. He left Talisa.
Yeah, I like Camise. Keyboards will be Corey, Mark Foster.
Ooh, shout out to Mark.
Bass player Ronnie Lindsay, and my guitar player Dennis Atkinson, sixth player.
Six.
Yeah, okay.
And the drummer, I got to go with Lil James. That's Lil James.
Because he started with you.
And on my congos, I got to go with Ray.
Over Blue Eye? You're gonna actually come up with Blue Eye Daryl?
Yeah, I go with Ray.
Okay. So you're telling the blend you'll pick Ray over Blue Eye Daryl? Is that what you said?
He said what he said.
Yeah. I mean, not that I will pick him over him, but that's what I would choose. Definitely for sure. Ray. I like Ray work ethics. Ray sound good. He dedicated, and I like the chemistry between him and James. They sound real good.
Wow. Now, Buck, let me ask you, how did you come to put Publicity together? Like, what was the idea? Like, I'm gonna put this together. What drove you to do that?
Well, like he said, we go way back. So it's like I seen all these other bands playing. See, I didn't start off on the mic in the beginning. I started playing drums. I was a drummer first. Then I went to the keyboards. Then I went to the mic. But
okay,
I was watching Rare Essence and EU and all these bands, and I just started liking it. I started loving what I was hearing, that pocket and everything. So I said, man, look, we're gonna put something together, And I just kept driving and driving and driving until we made it work. You know what I mean? Started out at Triples with Big Butch and Evans Grill and all the good old spots. And I just love it, man. Go, man. This is our music, man. This is the best music ever.
And I know you were saying you were keeping your ear to the streets, you know, while you were in. And obviously the prison system has definitely changed, especially with social media coming into fruition in the early 2000s. And I used to always see you post on Facebook, and I used to be like, wait, did he come home already? So how is it with being able to be on Facebook and use social media while you're in the prison system? How does that work?
Well, actually, it wasn't me posting.
Okay.
I had my lady friend, she was posting for me.
Okay.
So, no, we don't have access to any social media at all.
Okay.
But we do have a text service through a company called Phone Donkey, where we can send a text straight to your phone from the computer, and you can text us right back from your phone. And it's a service we pay for $25 a month. But no social media in prison.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think that was still a smart idea to do because it still kept your page relevant and kept you still in the scene. I was just wondering how you were able to, you know, keep in contact or at least keep abreast of what's going on with the different bands and being able to hear the new music and things like that. Oh
yeah, I kept her working. I kept her posting things and keeping in contact with the people so I could know what's going on when I slide back.
Wow. That's what's up.
Well, you know what, y'all? We got the homie Buck in here. This is the Blend Show. Please, if you guys got any questions, please feel free to leave your questions. We go get Buck. Can we keep you on for a little bit longer, bro?
I'm riding with you. You drive.
Okay, no problem. Well, you know what? We got the big homie DJ D Money on the ones and twos. We got some friends. You know, Publicity has a long catalog, but you know, it's so much stuff that we can sit here and play. So we're gonna do it. But if you guys got any questions, anything you want to know from Buck, leave your questions down here. It is the Blend Show. We'll be back in a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen. DJ D Money is on the ones and twos, and we gonna come back after this quick break right here. This is a little quick section right here. All right, Buck.
But she come in, she go straight to the bar. Ain't nephew coming, he went straight to the bar. Ain't Donnell coming, he went straight to the bar. Soldier coming, he went straight to the bar.
That's how we get it in, man. Follow me on social media, like right there.
Let's go. They want me turned up. My man Ellie turned up. They go Perez is turned up. They go She is turned up. My man Dwight is turned up. And Dion is turned up. My girl Judge is turned up. When she go straight to the bar. Terrell coming, they go straight to the bar. My man Black coming, they go straight to the bar. When they go straight to the bar. Oh, hey, Bo Jack, let's go. Yeah, feels good, y'all. Up to the body, turn up. Where you at, Stacy? I'm looking for you, girl. Hey, Bo Jack, let's go.
It is the Blend. Once again, it's me, your man, DJ D Money. Share this feed. We welcome him home, my man. Brother Buck, Publicity, CEO, showing them love inside the Blend. Post your questions, all that good stuff. Let me take it to Naptown a little bit. Let me take it to Naptown a little bit. See my man DB in here. Greeny, what's up?
Nobody likes me, but that's okay.
The blend, baby.
Just for my bad girls. And Wayne World.
Make sure y'all share this feed.
Wayne World. Yeah. Just for my bad girls. Pretty Nikki. Hey.
All my bad girls in the blend. Yes.
We in the woods. Sexy. Twan. Tracy. I wanna. In the cold. Natasha. April. Sweet Belle. Angel. Hey, Tiffany. Tasha. All my bad girls. Hey. I don't know what to do, what to say about soul, what to say about you. That's better. Take your hand and let go. Take your hand and let go. I don't know what to do, what to say about soul, what to say about you. We better take your hand and let go.
Y'all remember Cranberries, all that good stuff. I remember the F4B. Trade wins. Publicity band, that's how we get it. Okay.
Keep it on with the time. You know, women ain't easy. You all my chicks and
you got to Natasha.
You're a bad girl. Get everything, girl. Ooh, I've been crazy. Shaking it the way I like. I want it to be bad. I need a bad girl. Hey, Hill. Get everything, what's sexy lady? Going over me. I'm ready to be there. Get a bad girl. Get everything, girl. Look here, y'all. This is our
special guest tonight, my man Buck.
Put it on the foot.
CEO extraordinaire. Publicity band showing love.
This one here, y'all.
Part 2 coming up.
Cup in your hand. This is an original here. If you got a cup in your hand, put it up in there. Huh? Hey. I already got you a paradise. I hit him. Happy birthday.
Who got their cups?
You got a cup in your hand?
Who got their cups? I got my cup. Yeah, I'm still repping. I'm going to always rep Washington, D.C. forever, you heard me?
Hey, Stu! Pop it! Everybody with a cup in your hand, get over this thing. Everybody with a cup in your hand, get over this thing. We all happy with this one. Everybody with a cup in your hand, get over this thing.
Boy, this reunion here might be serious. This reunion here?
Yo, I hit the club and go straight to the bar. My cup is red, that means my drink is double done. I see a shorty about to see if she wants to sit with me. I got an extra seat, and a fifth of hit. 2 shots, she got her hands all over me. The band jumping, got to be the publicity. So I hit the floor, so I can get my grind on. The way she moves, you know, I got my mind on. Little mama, show me how you do it. Oh, here
That's all right. Ain't nothing wrong with a little H2O.
Body looking good, smelling like the drinking ocean. Big buck, not shorty, wide open. The great from the bar, must have been the right one. Back to the bar so we can let go. Couple of more drinks, you started to rolling. Everybody with a cup in your hand.
We coming right back with my man Buck. Lucy Vegas, Nigga Ray. Yours truly, we are the Blend Show.
Come on, yeah.
Appreciate y'all, man, for coming through. Hanging out with us tonight.
Everybody with a cup in your hand. She got the flow, yo. Come on, put this shit at the seat. How she work at it. She heard the soul start taking like the dance hall queen. She long as up, born teaching man, that girl for two. She could even quit talking for no. All of the vessels, paying the haters, comes the juice, sipping on, telling you juice. Hot here, somebody open the window and tell the turn, eat about the better know. Pass the dirty on my left hand side, cause if it's left the song, then I don't wanna be right with this to doing it. You better get used to it, putting one foot in there, might as well put two. See, we done with it, paper, come get it, so back it up, take it down to the ground. Hold on.
Get some of that percussion work.
Back it up, take it down to the ground. Also, we be getting it in down to Trey Wynn on Friday night. Once again, y'all.
Not only did they sound good, they used to bring the ladies out too. They used to bring the ladies out. One hell of a reunion coming up right here.
Wait a minute. Hold the beat, yo. I'ma show you how to get your shine on. Yeah, I know. I'ma show you how to get your shine on.
You know this shine tonight.
I'ma show you how to get your shine on. Yeah,
I know Buck was like, I know he ain't got no music. I know he ain't got none of my music.
I'ma show you how to get your shine on.
Let's get back part two. Put your questions in the chat.
D-Money, DJ D-Money doing what he do best.
Pew, pew,
Get
pew,
that
pew.
crank out there, you know.
Yeah, man.
Crank it like no
Jesse.
other.
Yes, he is, man. Shout out to Jesse. Buck, you see Jesse?
Oh, is that T-Bone Jesse?
Yeah, T-Bone Jesse, man.
What's
That's
up,
my man.
Jesse?
What's up, man? Our man Jesse. It was fascinating to me. I remember meeting Jesse when I was in high school, and I just couldn't believe that there was a white drummer who loved go-go music as much as they did. Him and his brother did. So shout out to them. That was DJ D-Money on the ones and twos right here. You listen to the Blend Show. It is now 9:17, and we got the big homie Buck from Publicity. His official welcome home. Buck, are you surprised at all the material of Publicity that we have of you? Because we're going in the crates, bro.
Hey, yeah, I'm sitting here reminiscing now, and I'm listening to everything I'm playing. I said, damn, how you get that?
Yeah, man.
Got a copy.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? We would definitely sell it to you.
Crank guards, the crank guards.
Absolutely. Somebody said I need a mix CD of that. You right. Because I literally spent all day listening to stuff all the way back to the 90s. I'm gonna give a supreme rest in peace to your old singer Tony Frontroy, who was, man, that was my homie. And it's so interesting about, you know, how life works. I remember seeing him the day that I graduated high school, because Weezy was playing softball, and Weezy was in the band with you at the time. And I remember the last time I saw him, he was at Weezy softball game in my neighborhood. We end up talking still to this day, man. That was my guy. Rest in peace, Tony Frontroy. Like, you know, man. Also, rest in peace, Ill Bill, man. What was that like having Ill Bill in your band?
Ill Bill was one of the greatest percussionists on them. Oh man, Ill Bill was one of the greatest percussionists ever, man.
Man,
great, man. I love Ill Bill, man. Ill Bill was one of the best. Hands.
Yeah, man. He loved it. I guess I guess you already knew that this question was coming. Latasha Jones already asked it. Are you planning to do a reunion after the COVID-19 is up? This was the dying question. I was waiting to ask.
A special shout out to Miss Latasha Jones. Love you, baby. It's all good. After COVID-19, it's possible. I'm gonna get with the guys and chop it up like men. Of course, as you can see how I expressed how I felt about people not being there for me while I was in. I got to talk to everybody. You know what I mean? And like if we can compromise, and if I hear what I like, then I might do something. It's possible. It's definitely possible. But I got to chop it up like men.
Real talk. Respect.
I got to talk to them because when you got an issue, men talk about issues. You know what I mean? You don't hold in it. You talk about it and see if you can come together with something and see how it is. So I got to talk to them.
Have you already started the process of talking to some of them already, or there's been no conversation?
Me and Earl talk. Me and Earl good though, because Earl, his heart was in the right place. I please understand. I understand people living life, and they got situations and things and families and stuff they need to take care of. So I wasn't expecting nobody to be there for me every minute on the hour, but just to shoot me a letter even once every 6 months, I mean, that couldn't have hurt nobody. So I got an issue with that, and my issue ain't gonna be final until I chop it up with everybody. So,
I will say this. I was gonna say, well, just on the outside looking in, I mean, I think I started going to see Publicity. I might have been a little bit underage, but you always looked out. You made sure I had tickets wherever show you was at, and I always pulled up. And I was like, hey, whatever I got to do. I was a youngin', I just want to be there. You know what I mean? So I was like, much respect to you. I was, of course, disappointed. Once I found out, I was like, oh my God, he's gone. That was like my man's. You know what I'm saying? It was all cool. It was all gravy. And like now, I'm so glad to see you in good spirits and healthy, and you know what I mean? Like just moving forward at this point. So what do you think is next for you? I know that you currently are on house arrest, and then we still have until the end date in 2029. Like, what is your plans between now and then? And especially with COVID, we don't know how long you'll be able to be home, because what if, they say, hey, the phases have already cleared out and everybody is back to business as usual, or whatever the new normal is going to be.
Is that an option?
Will you have to go back home even if you haven't had any issues?
Well, thank you for them nice words too, Nico Ray. I really appreciate that. But as far as my situation, I'm in the courts right now fighting for what they call compassionate release. Now, what compassionate release would do it will cancel my sentence, saying that I got a pre-existing condition, diabetes and everything going on. So the judge can say, well, okay, instead of this CARE Act, I'm going to give him compassionate release, which will kill this rest of my sentence. It would kill it. So I'm in the courts right now waiting on the judge to make a decision. I'm hoping that he grant me compassionate release because it's in his power to do so. But to answer your question, it could happen that way, where they get a hold on this corona and find something to cure it and say, all right, well, you good now. You can take you can go ahead and take your ass on. Take your butt on back to prison. They can do that. They got the power to do whatever they want to do.
When it comes to the court case and the judge, is there anything that we can do out here on our end? Can we write a letter to the judge, or like, what is that process like for you right now? Like, can we
initially back in April, I believe it was, in 2019, I had my friend post on Facebook that I needed some character letters. I got about 50 of them, and I said, which is plenty, and I sent them in, and some of the guys from Publicity, I like to thank, because even though they wasn't there for me, they definitely put that letter in there, and I read the letter and broke down on some of them because I treat everybody right. You know what I mean? That's why I started promoting, because these bands be going to these shows, sweating and cranking, and these janky promoters walk out the door without paying people and all that stuff. Look, that's why I started promoting. I said, look, I'm gonna start taking care of my people. So yeah, I don't need no letters right now, and I'm just waiting on the courts. And courts do whatever they want to do. So we'll see.
So it has been told to you, actually, because I'm trying to really process and understand this. There is actually a legitimate option to make you go back to prison, to report back to prison?
Yeah, because I'm not free. I'm released, but I'm not. If I do
Okay.
anything, or if they feel like this corona is under control, they're gonna say, all right, your time is up, big fella. You can go ahead and back, you good now. Like I said, the only reason why they released me was because of the coronavirus.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I don't see that happening because I'm not a risk. But and I'm not gonna do nothing out of pocket. So I don't see it happening, but it's a possibility that it can. And I know, these these people, boy, they vicious. So, they do whatever they want to do. So I'm prepared for the worst, but I just hope for the best. You know what I mean?
Wow. D-Money, you about to say something? Okay, no. So I guess I'm sorry. So I guess my next question was like, and you kind of already went into it, but what was it like for you being a lead talker and then transitioning not only to a promoter, but a successful promoter? What was that like for you? Because me knowing you, that didn't necessarily seem like that was in your personality or whatever to be a promoter. What was that like for you?
Well, I mean, it was a good thing for me because I look at these bands, like I just said, they go in there and sweat and crank and they perform their hearts out, man. And then you get janky promoters that ain't got nothing trying to come up. And at the end of the night, they don't pay these people their money. So I got tired of that. So I just said, look, I'm going to try it. I got my own band. I can start trying to promote my own band. And it happened to work. I pushed Publicity. And we got Cranberries, and that joint got packed. And I said, well, shoot, I could just start promoting other bands. And then, I mean, from Scooby to Michelle Blackwell, Chris, everybody loved doing business with me because they know business is going to be done right. Period. You ain't got to worry about buck not paying you. I don't care if one person show up. You going to get paid. You know what I mean? So, I love it, man. I love it. And when this corona go, I plan on going back to it if it don't take too long for this corona to get out of the way.
Considering a lot of promotions take place through social media and online, is that something that you would be able to do now, even with bands live streaming or releasing music online as far as promoting?
Absolutely. I can do it now, but I'm really not interested in it. I'm not into the virtual thing. Maybe it got to grow on me, but right now, I love my people. I like to be in the mix with the people. I like to see the people. I like to shake the hands of the people. I'm not with this virtual thing. It hadn't grew on me yet. Again, I'm only fresh out a couple of months, but maybe it'll grow on me in time. But right now, I'm just ain't feeling this virtual stuff.
Welcome to the Jetsons era. That's what we in.
That's funny. Now, the other thing about you being a promoter that I don't know if people talked about, you were one of the first people that I really fully remember being a grown and sexy promoter, but at the same time, you were doing bounce beat shows. What was that like? Because I remember you fully doing a lot of TCB shows, and I remember I forgot where it was at. I remember coming to you, but what was it like promoting TCB in the beginning on their come up per se?
It was great, man. Ben had the pleasure of working with Polo and the whole TCB, man. Them some great guys, and it ain't my typical kind of music, but it's talent, and those brothers are so talented to start the bounce beat, and it felt good to be able to go to a grown and sexy show, then run to the Icon with TCB or the X4B to hit a little bounce beat. And see, it's just great, man. Them boys were so talented. And I thank them for giving me the opportunity to promote them because they didn't have to. And all them shows were successful, man. It was a great thing, man. I love TCB.
Were you keeping up with their success while you were in? Did you know that they were fully blowing up?
No, I wasn't. To be honest with you, I knew TCB. I knew they was the bounce beat king, so I kind of figured they was, still making noise when I left, but I didn't really keep up with them. But I did keep up with a lot of the grown and sexy bands like Vibe and the Listens and the Familiars and the Kim and Scooby projects, and and all the good things that was happening. Familiar face, Darnell Floyd retirement, and I kept up with all that. And it was sad to see him go because he's one of the greatest too. So,
yeah, he coming back. I don't care what nobody say. He coming back, bro. He ain't. I ain't believing it. He at some point he gonna be back. Remember I told her all y'all on here.
That man driving semi trucks now up and down the highway.
Oh, that's great. I know Donnell, like kind of like Buck do. Some things are just easy.
I hope he do come back because I would like to see him perform again. He's an excellent performer, and I like to watch him, and he's one of the best in the business. So I would like to see him one more time.
I don't think he's done, Buck. I don't care what nobody say. He's not done.
You might be right.
Oh, I know I'm right. I know him. He ain't gone. He ain't gone. He taking a break. He retooling. You know what I mean? And then kind of fate worked in his hand because it's this pandemic, so nobody's really playing. Because be clear, I had already had the date of the Red Essence reunion at the MGM. I said, yeah, something's gonna happen out of that. You know what I mean? And because remember, he retired. 1 month later, he's at the Kennedy Center playing. I'm like, geez, that was quick. You know what I mean? I'm seeing he got a band with Pam Ward. I'm like, yeah, he's not done. Because if you're done, you're done. So I'm not really believing it.
Well, I hope you're right, E, because I want to see him one more time. He's one of my favorite performers.
Absolutely.
I'm very, very excited on stage, so I would like to see him again for sure.
Absolutely. As a lead talker, I'm sorry, nigga. This is my absolute last question.
Go ahead.
As a lead talker, besides me, because obviously I'm one of them, who were some of the people that you enjoyed listening to and motivated you to be a lead talker? Obviously, you're going to say me, and you don't have to say that, Buck. But if you want to, feel free to go ahead. But who are some of the other people?
One thing, E, you go back with me, and I never say nothing I don't mean. I mean what I say and say what I mean. So I am going to say you because that's what I mean. Then we're going to go with Brian from Epitome.
Absolutely.
One of the greatest lead talkers in the business to me.
Ever.
He taught me a lot. You got to go with the OG, James Funk. One of the greatest.
He just had a birthday yesterday.
Huh?
Funk just had a birthday yesterday.
He sure did.
To my man, James Funk. And we got to go with Bugs. JYB. Bugs is one of the greatest. My man, and I think he's the greatest now, rapper. Man, that dude is something special, man. Woo-wee. Yeah, rapper is definitely something special, man. He definitely is so special. So them the E, Bugs, rapper, Funk. That's and B Man. That's my people that I looked at and watched coming up that made me want to lead talk and do what I do. So yeah.
Was Brian your biggest influence?
Absolutely.
Yeah, mine too, actually. Brian was actually the person that made me want to lead talk. He was my biggest influence.
Yeah, Brian was my biggest influence. He sat down and told me a lot of things and what to do and what not to do. And then rapper, I used to talk to him on the phone, and he used to give me so many pointers and what to do and what not to do. And man, I just appreciate all of them. And Bugs, he used to call me his son. He used to show me a whole lot of stuff too. So I was blessed, man. And then me and E came up together. I used to watch E rock the jump. Scooby used to watch it too. You can tell that. Scooby used to watch it.
Well, you know, I ain't want to say it. You know what I mean? Sometimes we don't got to state the obvious, but you know, it's out there.
No, but it's love, though. We family. We family.
Yeah.
I mean, whole land. That's my thing right there, boy.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Do you remember that me and you talked outside of bumpers and you told me to keep saying that? Do you remember that conversation we had?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Buck actually came to me and was like, that thing you do it, because I've actually broke it down. Where I actually got it from was when Red Essence was doing Holy Ghost, and they were saying, holy, bump, bump, well.
Right.
Yeah, that's actually where I got it from. And I remember doing it in the beginning, but I was saying holy instead of holy. And Buck came to me outside of bumpers and was like, hey man, you should keep that going. And literally, Buck was the reason why I implemented that part in me as well.
And that was one of the best. Oh man, I loved it. I wanted to steal it, right? But I was like, nah.
Yeah. Scooby did it for you. Don't worry about it. Shout out to Trey Wheat. You know what I mean? He on here. Shout out to Trey. Now Scooby's my man too. So let me stop because people gonna think me. You know, man.
Oh no, we family, man.
Yeah. I talk to Scooby every other day now. You know what I mean? So because it's interesting. Do you think Brian get the respect he deserves as a lead talker, B-Man?
You know what hurt me, to answer your question, no, but what hurt me was when somebody told me that Brian was playing the cowbell in the blocks or something for a band. And I couldn't believe it. It said somebody else was lead talking and he was playing the cowbell in the blocks. No, Brian didn't. I don't think he got the respect he deserved. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I can't believe he's playing cowbells in blocks. He's one of the greatest lead talkers ever, man.
To me too.
He nice with it. I mean, he the one got me started. So you know what I mean. I don't know.
Now the interesting thing is, I've had two people ask me to do the same thing, backing up and not be a lead talker. And then I actually had one band actually asked me to give up and be their role manager. And I'm still looking for this band. They already know I'm talking. At some point, we gonna link up. But it's interesting that sometimes these unbelievable, fathomable ideas that people have for us as lead talkers and really don't value and appreciate what lead talkers really do or whatever. It's just interesting.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Scooter. Shout out to my man Scooter. Anyway, nigga Ray.
I was just going to take it back when we were talking about how you promoted for TCB when they were on the upcoming rise, being the Bounce Beat Kings. What advice would you give to an up and coming band now when it comes to reaching out to promoters to promote for their band, or should they be the ones promoting themselves?
Well, I believe you should promote within yourself because nobody's going to promote your band the way you are. You know what I'm saying? The way you're going to promote yourself. But there's nothing wrong with reaching out to the promoters because they used to reach out to me all the time and I used to put them on the show. Like, look, man, I'm going to let y'all get in, you know what I mean, and get some action. But I would promote my own band if I could. But, you know, a lot of people don't have the resources, so you have to reach out to the promoters. So there's nothing wrong with reaching out to the promoters. Be respectful, reach out to them, see if you can get yourself on a couple of shows. You might got to do a couple of them for free to get some exposure. But, you know, that's worth it because that exposure, you know, you expose 10 times and you take 15 people each time. That's 150 people. So, you know, you're doing something. So don't be afraid to play a couple of free gigs. You know what I'm saying? Because Publicity played a whole lot of them. Whew. You know what I mean? And that's what you got to do. I know E did a whole lot of them too.
Oh, my God. Jesus. Well, I felt like my whole career was volunteer service.
Yeah. Jeez. But it paid off because E one of the greatest. You know what I mean? I'm falling right in line, they say. You know.
Absolutely.
So, you know, that's what it is.
What do you miss? What do you miss most about being on stage?
The people. I miss the people. I love the people. I love to see the people enjoying what we're doing on the stage. You know what I mean? They vibing with us. I'm vibing as a lead talker. I'm vibing with them. I get to call a name and they get excited and oh man, I just love it. I just love the crowd and I miss the crowd. I love the music, don't get me wrong, but I miss that vibe with the crowd. That crowd is everything. That's why I can't be virtual.
Well, that's definitely an aspect of lead talking that has kind of vanished, except for the foundation ones that like the ones you mentioned, the rappers, the conversation between you all as lead talkers in the crowd. That's kind of like faded out. But what I wanted to ask you was, I don't know how much you've been exploring bands on social media, on the YouTube, on the clips and things like that. If you could take the stage with someone right now, knowing your skill set, who would you take the stage with outside of Publicity?
Let It Flow.
Why is that?
Speaking the crew.
Huh?
Why is that? Why would you choose Let It Flow?
Because they got my drummer James, they got my keyboard player Coy.
Okay.
Let It Flow is my choice.
He said that's light work. Let's get it.
I can see the swagger coming out of him right now. I can see the confidence oozing out. But you want it, Buck. You want it.
Yeah, yeah. Let it flow. I mean, yeah, they got my squad over there, so I would love to go over there.
What characteristics do you think is necessary to be a lead talker?
Well, you got to be a people's person, first of all. You got to be able to be the people's person. You got to be able to talk to the people, get along with the people, and the people got to like you. But if the people they don't like you, they ain't gonna mess with you. You know what I mean? You're gonna be on stage talking to yourself like they're doing virtually. So yeah, you gotta be a people's person. Like E is a people's person, and he's funny.
He
Don't forget I'm good looking, Buck. Don't forget I'm good looking. Look things. I got these model looks over here.
Oh
yeah,
my
it's
God!
like James Funk. Everybody in the city know James Funk. When they see Funk, he speak and they speak. You know what I mean? And everybody know Funk. You know what I mean? Big G. You know what I mean? Everybody know Big G. You know what I mean? So, you gotta be popular as a people person. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the best way to go when you're trying to lead talk.
Buck, let me ask you, man. I'm thinking back when you was out here, you was in your groove. It was a lot of go-go on the radio. Since you've been back the last couple months, I'm sure you've been listening to terrestrial radio. You probably ain't been hearing too much go-go on there. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel. To be honest with you, the last I heard the radio, I think they did a session with DJ Dirty Rico on 102.3, I believe it was. He got a little go-go mix he do. But I don't know. I don't know. I guess nobody's making music no more. I mean, with the pandemic going on, there's really not a lot of music being made. So I can understand if they're not playing a lot of go-go because there's not a lot of new stuff coming out. But I don't know because I haven't really listened to the radio that much. I only been home a couple of months. So, I mean, I hope they start playing go-go again. Or I hope the bands, if we can't get out in the show, start hitting the studio, making some stuff for the radio, and maybe they can start playing it again.
Okay.
But if you had to describe your legacy in one word, what word would you choose?
Grateful.
Wow.
I'm grateful that I was able to last this long and end up successful and on the ride meet some great people and be liked on the go-go circuit. You know what I mean? People really actually think I'm okay. So I'm very grateful.
I can respect that.
Were you surprised by the response you got when you came home? Were you surprised by the outpour of love and just people really happy that you were home? Did that surprise you?
Yes. I actually cried. Seriously. I didn't know that people actually even cared. I talked to this one dude and he said his cousin and his sister cried when I came home, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, man, I didn't know I had such an impact and people that really cared about me. Of course, because when I was in, I didn't feel none of that. You know what I mean? But when I came home, the love that I got was unbelievable. And I thank everybody for all that love, man, because if it wasn't for them, it wouldn't be no me. So thank y'all for real.
You absolutely deserve it or whatever. So what's next, bro? So what's next? Like, do you already have a plan? Is there something that you want to do that we don't even know about? Like, what is going through your mind now that you're home and you have your freedom again?
I was thinking about playing golf. No, I'm playing.
Tiger Hood?
No, I'm just waiting till this pandemic clear up and see what happens. I really want to get back on the stage one more time because I think I still got it. I think I still got just a little bit. You know what I mean? I ain't got but one more dip in me, so I'm trying to hold out after this pandemic so I can dip one more time. These legs ain't holding up too good, but
man, just get in the gym, bro. You're gonna be all right. Just get treadmill. I'll sit one over there, you know what I mean? Get in shape, be ready, you know what I mean?
yeah, I would like to do one more show though. Whether if it's with publicity or not, I like to hit that stage one more time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure there are a lot of stages that would love to have you on their stage. I am pretty sure of that. Don't doubt it for one second in your mind that people do not want you out here on this stage.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
Facts. And
I did get a Nico Ray. I did get a few inboxes asking me to, you know, perform with their bands and stuff. And I told them right now during the Corona,
Yeah.
you know, I would love to come crank, but I ain't trying to crank to death. So
exactly.
I'm gonna go ahead and stay in the house until this thing is fixed.
Well, no, we definitely understand that. And shout out to Kim Phillips, because earlier when you were talking about you used to practice on the mic, she said you was in there bench pressing the mic. So we know you ready. There's no doubt about that. We know you ready.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
ready.
I'm definitely ready, and I'm ready to, you know, wait for this Corona over and do something big. Hopefully, my brother E come out with me and get on the mic.
You no, we don't want that, Buck. No.
Let me tell you something, Buck. We gonna put a bit when this is over. We gonna put a bit. We literally gonna do the ultimate lead talker crank fest for your joint. I'm telling you, bro. Like we gonna bring this real life. We gonna bring everybody out for this one. The first joint you back, let me help plan it for you, bro. Come back to the Blend Show. We're gonna promote it. We're gonna actually record a single before we do it. We're gonna do something big for this one, bro. We're gonna do something. You know what I mean?
And I'm with you 100%. I'm trying to do something big, man, and get back out here to the people and do what we do best, man. And
absolutely,
and make it do what it do.
Absolutely, man.
Let me ask you this. I'm sure that now that you're on our side, you probably had a lot of ideas of what you could do or what you would like to see done for people that's serving time. Is there any projects, any movements, anything that you started or pushing or would like to try to start to help people that's on the other side of the wall?
Well, personally, I haven't started anything, but my guy, James Hutchinson, J ASAP, he has an organization called Incarcerated Lives Matter.
Okay.
He been pushing that real hard where he helped. Hey, Miss Latasha Jones. Hey, baby. He been pushing that where he helped people that really don't have anybody in prison. He send them money and packages and stuff like that. So I definitely, once I get up and about, I'm gonna jump in line with him and support him in that Incarcerated Lives Matter, because him and myself, we both dealt with it. And when you feel like you don't have nobody behind them walls, it can be tough to feel like the walls closing in on you. You know what I mean? I don't see people that hung themselves. We go to sleep and we wake up, they hanging from the bunk because they couldn't take it. So it's tough in there. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know it because free world people really don't pay attention to it. But you know, when you're behind there, I experienced it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna jump on a bandwagon with him on that Incarcerated Lives Matter and try to help push that, because it definitely matters. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm gonna do with him. So James Hutchins.
Is that program on? You know if that program's on social media? Because we definitely would put it on our webpage. We would definitely link that to our platform.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send it to James Hutchins. He stay on our Facebook with it. It's a real organization, and it's Incarcerated Lives Matter. What I do is I tag E in it, and y'all check it out and make sure you feel it's official. And if you feel it's official, then y'all do what you do necessarily, try to help the people that's in prison. because them brothers in there, man, you know, you got some creeps in there, but you definitely got good men in there too. So it'd be good to get some help for them guys that ain't got nobody in there.
That's what's up. You on a lighter note, as we getting ready to close this one out, we gotta ask you're a diehard Washington football team supporter. How do you feel about the name change?
Well, I'm not a Washington Redskin fan, so
all right,
I don't.
That's the end of this one right here. It's time to wrap this one up. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, I don't care nothing about that.
Come on, Buck. As a sports person, then how did you feel about, you know?
Nah, to be honest with you, I'm glad they changed that racist name. The name is a racist name. It's always been racist, and I'm glad they changed it. Washington football team sound just fine. They're still representing the city. And they, you know, unfortunately, you're a Redskin fan, they still gonna be bums. So it's all right.
Yes. Die hard.
No, I'm just joking though. But nah, Washington football team is good, man. Yeah, I'm glad they got rid of that name, Redskin, man. That name it's a racist name. So Washington football team sound good. I like it.
Man, oh man. Right. Well, you know what, homie? Man, real talk. And I obviously you probably heard it. Man, welcome home, man. I really thank you for doing this interview. I really appreciate, because the time went by so fast. You've been on here an hour and 20 minutes and it felt like 5 minutes. But I really want to say welcome home. We're so happy that you're back. We appreciate you. We appreciate what you've done. And I know me personally, I am absolutely looking forward to what you're going to do in the future. And please know, the Blend Show platform is your platform. You can come back I don't care if you want to come back every week, bro. You can come back on here and just talk or do whatever. But whenever you're ready to get back, whenever you got things in motion, come back and see us, because our platform is absolutely your platform. Welcome home. We love you. We appreciate you. And God is good. God is amazing. And I can't wait to see you do with this second phase of your life, bro. I just can't wait, man.
Absolutely, man. I'm always gonna I got love for the blend and my friends on the show. You know what I mean? I love y'all. Thank y'all for having me. Quick shout out to Latasha Jones, Chipmunk. Got love for you, baby. Ebon Allen, TJ the Smooth Dude, Ray, EV, all my Publicity family. Though we gotta chop it up, I still love them guys. Lil Corey and the whole daggone ball. My man Big Stomp and Quick, Big Bug in the crew. I love all y'all, man. Y'all keep your head up, be safe, stay corona free, wear the mask. Don't believe the hype. These people out here trying to tell you it ain't real. Let them go out there and show you it ain't real. Don't listen to Trump. Don't have a glass of bleach. Just chill and stay away from all that nonsense.
This is great advice you're leaving us with, Buck. This is amazing advice or whatever. This is really.
And they got to vote. Make sure you vote. Make sure you vote. Make sure you vote.
Absolutely. If people are trying to get in contact with you, how can they reach you?
They can't. No, I'm playing. They can catch me on. They can catch me on Facebook, Buck Crucial Garrett. That's about it. You know what I mean? You got the line. You know what I'm saying? You got the direct net. But for everybody else, Buck Crucial Garrett.
Absolutely, man. Welcome home, my brother. Welcome
home,
sir. Man.
Yes, sir.
Welcome home, man. That's all I can really say, bro. Like I don't, recently I have been fighting hard not to be crying on here. I'm just so happy that I get to see you, have this conversation, and we get to move on with our dreams and passions that we've been doing since we were teenagers. It's just amazing. I can't wait, and I'm always here, bro.
I can't wait to see you. Good to see Miss Nika Ray and my man DJ Money DC. You doing your thing, man. Keep spinning them publicity bands, man. You doing good.
All the time, man. All the time. When you see me, you see publicity. That's my second trick.
And the Redskin.
Oh yeah. That's what's up, man.
Thank you, bro. We love you, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, man. We love you, bro. Welcome home, baby.
I
Wow.
mean, I don't care the circumstances. I'm just glad he's able to be home, and you know that they allowed him that much to at least be safe with his health. You know what I mean? Like, I would have hated to hear any bad news because he's always been a good guy. He's always been respectable. Like I said, me being a youngin' going to the Go-Go's, he always looked out for me. He made sure I was safe. He made sure if I needed to be anywhere, I was there. So I always had respect for Buck. Never had a problem with him. I've never even heard anyone say anything bad business-wise about him, even like personally. Never heard anything bad about him. And that just tells you the character of the man that he is. You know what I mean? So a lot of respect and love for him, and I hope everything works out.
It will, you know what I mean? And you know, my sentiments are exactly, you know, I tell you, man, this thing called life, man, you know, we never know how the ride is going to be, but as long as we here, we getting after it and we're being passionate that anything is possible. I'm just happy that he's home because I've actually known this man since the 11th grade and he's still the same guy. He's always been the same guy, man. And it's just good. It's good that he's home, man. I don't even know what to say, bro. But yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. As I was listening to some of the catalog, prepping for the show today, it took me back. Like I heard of him. I heard of Publicity, but I really, like I said, I either was riding my bike or running, and I came across that Cranberry situation, and I was a regular. If you know me from back in the day, every Friday night, you know, I sat on my porch waiting on my mom to come down the Ave because we was going to see Rare Essence at the Black Hole. That's how I was waiting on Publicity to come up Cranberries. And when I sat back and I talked to Quick, he was telling me about the farm system, like all the people that has come through that. And then I was just like, you know, it took me back to our D. Floyd interview when he talked about there's no more farm systems. And I was like, man, look, that man had the it factor. I don't know what his recruiting tactic was, but yeah, it's a few farm systems that flat out did it. And I'm going to be honest, Scooby and E and that OP Tribe family, y'all was a definite strong farm system too. Real talk, all jokes aside.
No, so, I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, that takes us up. Wrapping this one up. Nigga Ray, what you got popping?
Definitely, again, much love to Buck. Is just a blessing to be able to see him home, regardless of what capacity. Is better to be alive and out and healthy, especially considering we're going through a pandemic and, you know, the different stories that I've heard from being behind on the other side of the wall. So I'm glad that he's here, good spirits. So much love to him again, once again, and everybody else that tuned in. Thank you guys. I mean, I think that's pretty much it for me tonight.
All right, Bootsy Vegas.
Same thing, man. Just you know, sometimes, you know, I don't say we question what we do, but I do know that one of the things that the blend has been successful is, and our real connection is the love that we show, the fact that we get to honor people, we get to give people their roses and their flowers. And today is absolutely one of them days where it was just a great show that we get to really honor, welcome somebody back who loves go-go, who is passionate about go-go like we is. And, you know, today is really what we really do this for at the end of the day. And it's to really uplift and organize and structure. And somehow we can mend all these fences and bring us all together and highlight amazing people in go-go that you may not necessarily know of. And today we really hit the mark. Welcome home, Buck. I love you. It's just good to see you, bro. For real. D-Money.
All right, that's what's up, man. Hey, I appreciate everybody that's in the chat. You make sure you share this feed each and every week. We are right here. I ask you to blend in and bring a friend. Let them know, man. The Blend Show, we got you on Wednesday nights, 8 o'clock sharp. You know what I'm saying? To my two co-hosts, my family, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday. We've been doing this a long time. We took a slight vacate, but hey, we still do what we do. And we still set the bar. Baby. Don't let it be twisted. All right. So follow us on all social media. You see all our hashtags, or just follow the Blend Show. Catch us on Twitter. We be cutting up sometime. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's about it. So until next week, on behalf of the Blend Show,
Done with you, done with you. We had fun with you, we done with you.
Uh-huh.
Hey, done with you, done with you. We had fun with you, we done with you. Hey, done with you, done with you.
Make sure you
we
share
had
this.
Fun with you, we done with you. Hey, done with you, done with you.
Put it on your
we
calendar
had fun
each
with
and
you,
every
we done
Wednesday.
with you. Hey, done with you, done with you.
It's the blend.
Turn your radio up. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Turn your radio up, homie. Listen to this. Hey, listen to this. Listen to this. You turn your radio up, cuz. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Turn your radio up, cuz. Listen to this. Listen to this. Here we go. Hey, they need crank. They need a dog crank. Oh, listen to this, yo. Listen to this. Come on. Hey, they need crank. They need a dog crank. Here we go. DMV. Go girl worldwide. Hey, turn your radio up. It's the blend. It's the blend. The money need to wait. Vegas said it again. Turn your radio up. It's the blend. It's the blend. The money need to wait. Vegas said it again. Turn your radio up. It's the blend. It's the blend.